Hello! We're back. Or I'm back. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Uh, Today we're back with the Adoptober stuff, whatever. Um, and we're working on day 7. I did days 5 and 6 on my own time. Um, of course, we gotta start with some lag. So yeah, we're doing Scream. Uh, I don't know why my everything is not working. Give me a second. Okay, I've messed up my entire setup over here. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I do have something exciting. I worked on something over the weekend. Uh, 'Cause it's literally my setup right now is just my my drawing application, and you can see my mouse. I thought you could see my mouse. It's not showing up for me right now. Anyway, um, I made something fun. Hello. Hee hee. Haha. Oh, she might be a little big actually. Um, he move her around a little bit. That's all right. To be honest, I actually haven't done day 6 yet. Um, I'm gonna do that after stream, and then I'll be putting them all together and posting them. Um, but yeah, I had time, so I made a little talk sprite. Anyway, hopefully she does not get too distracting for me personally. Anyway, let's start. Let's start sketching. Um, but day 7 is Scream. Um, and the only idea that came to mind is um well, it's here. You can see when I was younger, I used to be terrified of the Scream mask um costumes. It doesn't scare me anymore, but I don't know, it's just something about it. Um so I thought perfect idea. So this is once again going to be a black and white design, which I already did on day 3, I think. Um, but it's gonna be a different black and white design. I'm trying to think how I wanna. Because my idea is that the face and some of the neck will be white to kind of look like the shape of the mask. And then the rest of it will be black. I just have to decide what kind of pose I want this guy in. I've had a lot of odd fears. I guess they're not that odd. I just something about masks that look semi-human or look humanoid enough freak me out. Or used to. It's not that bad anymore. Um, like I used to have a fear of gas masks because there's this episode of Doctor Who where children are wearing gas masks, and I don't know why it freaked me out. I still I have yet to watch that episode again. It just unnerves me. I guess that could also be. I also used to be afraid of the creepypasta Ben drowned. I like I heard it once and it has irreparably changed me. My dad's super into Doctor Who. More the older ones, not the more modern stuff. So that means I got to watch Doctor Who and be scared. But I was also scared of like my mom was really into the X Files. Um, and I don't even remember what scared me there. Um, so yeah, I was just a really scared kid. Um, not that I'm not still scared of things now. Like I freaked myself out with urban exploration videos last night. It's things have changed, but not that much. Anyway, I haven't a clue what I'm doing here. Um, maybe I'll have it tilted. Yeah, some of the SCPs still kind of freak me out. I haven't seen any SCP stuff in a while. This guy looks too friendly. I want him to be spooky. Maybe I'm not liking this pose. Maybe I should just start over. Here, let me map out what I want to do. There is? Let me look that up quick. Ooh. It actually looks really cool, but I bet it does something freaky because they all do something freaky. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just make the face. Hi, Icy Drift. I don't know why my voice just did that. Hello. I'm currently trying to figure out what to do with this pose. Maybe I just don't like anything. Um, no, if I do it from the side. Anyway, what were we talking about? Fears. Things that were scary. I'm trying to think what else scared me when I was younger. Most things scared me. I have always been kind of an on edge child, and that has only lessened recently. Um, Mostly because I keep uh exposing myself to like horror games and stuff. I watch a lot of people play horror games, so it's kind of made it less freaky, and I'm less outright scared. Heights, I can relate with being scared to heights. I have to feel safe. Like, just being up high is not. Like, if I was at the top of a mountain and looking down below, I would not be scared unless I was on the edge. I also don't like roller coasters, um, but that's less about the height and more about I just I feel like I'm dying every time I'm going on a roller coaster, so I've just stopped going on roller coasters. Even though my friend, she loves roller coasters. I can understand a fear of the like the deep ocean. But yeah, heights and a fear of death are some of my big ones. I don't like the dark in the sense of I don't I don't want something to just appear in the dark, and the thought that something could just like appear freaks me out. Ooh, I could not. I live in the city. I want to go exploring in a forest. I would love to just run through the woods, but like I would have to have people with me. I the fear of just something showing up. Nah. I don't know what hairstyle to give this guy. The Scream mask doesn't have any hair. I could just make him bald, I guess. Ooh. Maybe Sphinx Cat. We'll see how things play out, I guess. He's at least going to be pretty short haired. Um, oh, another fear is like, I guess it all stems from not f feeling like I'm not alone, I guess, in a place where I'm supposed to be alone. I don't know. I love seeing abandoned, like I love watching urban exploring and seeing abandoned like places, but I couldn't I couldn't go out and do that myself. But Ice Drift, you said earlier snakes. Um, and I haven't seen that many snakes, like wild snakes, so maybe that skews things a little, but I actually have to disagree. I really like snakes. I've thought about owning one, except for the fact that I enjoy the cold. Um, and snakes do not. Ooh. Well, I hope you learned something interesting today. Um, I don't know why this guy ended up with such long legs, but it's fine. I don't know. Fears are weird because it takes one bad experience to really shape how you feel about anything. And I'm lucky that even though I was a very anxious, I'm still an anxious person, but I was very anxious when I was younger. I'm lucky enough that I've come out of my shell enough to reason away the fear, I guess. Um, and have the ability to tell myself that it's not actually a big deal. Ooh. I mean, yeah, venomous snakes are another thing. Like regular snakes, like pet snakes, or even like garden snakes. Snakes that won't actually hurt you. I don't find all that scary. But like, yeah, I don't know. I try to I don't always have control, but I try to work with myself, I guess, so that my fears are really just trying to stay alive. Don't have to worry about scary creatures that don't exist when there's scary creatures that do exist. This guy ended up with really long legs, but I'm kind of in it, kind of with it. Let's give him. I don't know why I chose. I don't know why I chose to base this off of Scream, but I haven't seen Scream. I don't know anything that happens in it besides like the obvious. So is Scythe Tail even anything? I guess there were knives in the picture. But once I'm done with this guy, I do still have to work on day 6 because I was busy yesterday and didn't have time to actually do day 6. Um, but after I'm done with this guy and that one, um, the plan. Let me make this a little bigger. Is so I'm gonna post these guys on my Discord first. Um, and then like an hour or two later, they will be posted on DeviantArt. And it's gonna be an oh, sorry, my dog. My dog needs me. I'll be right back. Sorry, she wanted to go out right then. Look at this guy. Let me do some very quick research. Um, yeah. I'm hoping. First of all, I'm hoping I have to keep things organized. Um, I'm trying my best to keep things organized. Um, but hopefully things can go kind of smoothly with the adopts and stuff. Okay. Just add in some appropriate scars. But I know for whatever reason, and I'm very grateful. Um, as my adopt posting adopts is always super chaotic. So I'm hoping to keep things as organized as possible, even though I always attempt to keep things organized and it doesn't always work. And this will kind of be a test if I even want to post them on Discord, because if it becomes a big mess where I'm having to juggle offers from multiple places, I may just have to pick one. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not as crazy as the Crystalline Clan stuff was. Which, speaking of, I haven't gotten around to accepting offers for the last few cats. I need to go in and do that. I had a list of offers I was considering, and then it disappeared. So I gotta go back in and check. Oh, my dog. I gotta go get my dog. Okay, we're back. I'm also still trying to decide if I even like doing offer to adopts. Oops. Because I enjoy giving more freedom to what you can offer, um, and stuff, but I also feel bad. There's no way to really vet who wants stuff because they're actually going to use it and who wants it just because it's pretty. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I've definitely bought something just because it was pretty before, but I try to use everything that I've adopted. I just haven't been in the mood lately to draw stuff I've gotten. And I'm actually taking a bit of a break from adopting designs because I want to focus more on buying commissions. And I want to focus on, I need to work with the stuff I already have. Like, Fates Align has been neglected for the past couple months. And I need to go back in and redesign those guys. Well, some of them. There are definitely some that have come to their final design and they just need to be cleaned up with more recent artwork. Or, yeah. With my current art style, um, and some cats like Angel Wish have had, like, that is her design, she will never change. Um, Plus I need to just, I want to rewrite that story, because the way of getting to the conflict is janky right now. Um, because the quote unquote current conflict is just Sun Clan, Moon Clan, and Eclipse Clan being kind of on edge, and then Mossy Glow, who's one of the protagonists, um, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna rant about Fates Align that needs a new name. Um, but so Mossy Glow is struggling, uh, because her best friend and girlfriend, uh, Angel Wish, has died. Um, and maybe I'll go into it more uh later. We'll see. Um, but yeah, Angel Wish died, and the whole thing is that Mossy Glow and the other gifted cats can talk to ghosts, or can see spirits, and Mossy's whole struggle is partially like Angel is dead and not talking to her. She hadn't seen Angel in months. Um, Also, Angel, who was one of the Eclipse Clan healers, uh, died and killed the other healer. So, Mossy, whose Sun Clan has two healers, so they have guys to spare. So Mossy goes over and spends 6 months training, um, training the next healer for Eclipse Clan, who ends up being a cat named what did I name her? It was Spring Breeze or something like that. I don't know if I ever gave her a design. I think it was Spring Breeze. Um, but she trains up Spring Paw and then comes home, and she's got another apprentice waiting for her because her friend and fellow gifted cat Nettlepool and uh, Mossy Glow's sister Lightning Berry, um, had kits. Um, and one of them wanted to become a healer, and also the other healer, other Sun Clan healer, dies while um, Mossy is in Eclipse Clan. Anyway, so she thinks she's immediately given another apprentice to deal with, which she's stressed out, but she's okay with. But then, the reason this is me realizing that there's like a bunch of context that needs to be said. Um, so for this to make sense, part of this story hinges on the fact that the clans know that the three gifted cats are meant to keep the clans at peace. So the gifted, um, who are Mossy Glow, Angel Wish, or Mossy Glow of Sun Clan, Angel Wish of Eclipse Clan, and Nettlepool of Moon Clan. They meet up in the day of the half moon meeting. Um, like they hang out in one of the clans during the day, and then they all go off to um, the moon pool meeting afterwards. Um, and that's essentially a thing until Angel dies, because um, you can't really do that when um, when one cat, one of the trio is dead, and the other two are in the same clan. And also, Nettlepool chooses to become a warrior when he moves to Sun Clan. Um, I hope literally any of this is making sense. Um, but yeah, he chooses to be a warrior when he moves to Sun Clan. So anyway, it doesn't. They stop for about 6, 8-ish months. Um, so Mossy, who is already stressed out and has just come home to discover that she has an apprentice to take care of, um, is then told during a gathering that um, StarClan has gifted the clans with more gifted cats, um, and that the Half Moon Day meetings will happen again. So Eclipse Clan, who literally just got a new healer, um, has a new healer apprentice because the leader's kit, Delphpaw, showed interest, and Spring Breeze couldn't say no. She felt like it was correct. It was right to take on an apprentice despite being the newly appointed head healer. Um, so there's one new apprentice from Eclipse Clan, and then in Moon Clan, they there's two possible choices. Or no, it's they believe that um a cat, Moonfeather, has had a gifted cat or a gifted child, kit, whatever. Um, she believes they the clan believes that her child, um, Nightpaw, is gifted. So he is made a healer, and he's fine with that. But another cat, um, Fern Paw, also wants to be a healer, and she talks her way into getting the role too. So there are two um, Moon Clan apprentices. Um, and Sandy Swirl, the Moon Clan healer, doesn't she doesn't want to deal with it. She's old and her brother just died. Um, so she sends both over to Sun Clan for the first half moon day meeting, whatever. The gifted meeting. So essentially, um, Mossy Glow, who just went through all this stress and is just trying to live her life, is now saddled with four apprentices that she has to deal with at least twice a moon. So she of course has to deal with her own apprentice, Stormpaw, more than that. Um, I'm, oop, I can't see anything. That's, anyway, it's a lot. Whoops. Trying to think what else to talk about as part of that. Um, there's growing tension with Moon Clan because oh yeah, sorry. I'm talking about my story Fates Align. Cause I'm changing the story, so I just ended up rambling. Um, I was talking about one of the main characters, Masiglo, and her stress that she has to deal with in the second half of the story. Um, cause my girl goes through a lot, and I feel bad for her, even though I did this. I made this. I put her in that situation. Um, give me anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's tension with Moon Clan. Um, and because uh, I'll say there was a massacre. I will talk about it later. If I get the time. Uh, there's a massacre. Moon Clan's leader dies in it. Are we back? Okay, have a good day at school. I'll just ramble to myself. I mean, this will be a VOD, so if you want to watch it back later and see what the heck I'm rambling about, you're free to. You don't have to. Have a good day. Um, but essentially, what do you do when the leader dies? But make your father when the leader and deputy die. Make your father or make your. Let me restart. I got a little carried away. When the leader and deputy die, and when the leader and deputy die and there's no replacement, what do you do in the situation? But make your daughter fake a sign so that you are chosen to be your father's successor. And this is exactly what Osprey Storm. Nope. Yes, Osprey Storm does. Um, she's the father, or she's the daughter of the uh, Moon Clan leader Hawkstar, and then she becomes leader due to these what she does. She makes her daughter Hawk Kit um, fake a sign so that she is chosen to be um, the next leader of Moon Clan, and she is very clearly not entirely correct for the position, and she does kind of a bad job. Um, and she's causing a lot of stress to the other clans or with the other clans. Um, because she's hostile and stuff. Yeah. Um, and it causes a lot of stress, and it's part of the reason that the clans eventually go to war. Um, or they have a battle in my original plan. Um, does this design need more? What if since it's a scythe, kind of look more scythy. Um, I do want to talk. Do I though? I mean, I do, but sure. I guess I'll talk about. Ooh, what if I will talk about something else, which You know what? Screw it. Even though nobody's here, and I am essentially just streaming alone, talking to myself, I'm going to talk about literally my favorite part of Fates Align, uh, name pending. And that is the rise, fall, and death of my girl, my daughter, Angel Wish. Um, and you know what? I'll just do a whole thing on Angel Wish. This is gonna stay canon, but like, who's gonna watch this? And who knows if I'm ever gonna actually make anything out of Fates Align, and if it's not just gonna live in my head rent free for the rest of my life. Um, anyway, so Angel Wish is an Eclipse Clan cat. She was born to Rosemary Leaf, who is um she is the sister of the current leader, Kestrel Star. Um and she's also a single mother. She wanted to have a kitten, and she found a willing kitty pet to help her, named Snowball, and so she had two kits, um, Angel Wish, or Angel Kit, Angel Wish, and Comet, whatever. She needs a better name. She's gone through so many names, but I haven't found one that I actually like. We'll call her Comet Streak because I believe that is what she's called on Toy House. Let's see. Nope, she's called Comet Trail. Um, anyway, Angel and Comet were happy little kits. Uh, Angel was and will always be a menace. Um, and that's why I love her. Anyway, so Angel Kit was. Oh yeah, I should mention that they were born um on a full moon. So yeah, they were had, I believe, Angel and Comet, I decided were the ones had during a gathering. Um because the whole crux of everything um is that Angel Angel, Mossy, and Nettle are born on the same day. Um and that day is it's a full moon. Um so they're born on the day of a full moon because that felt like the most connected to StarClan Day I could get that isn't a half moon. Um and I thought of full moon first, so that's what I went with. Anyway, um so they are born during the full moon. Um and so Angel is one of the three gifted cats. I've talked a little bit about them on DeviantArt, but it's been months since I seriously thought about anything, um, even related to Fates Align. That needs to change. Anyway, um, she's one of the gifted, and her power is that she can make dead cats visible to the living. She can see the dead, she can make them visible. She can also make them invisible, but that's a secondary power that she doesn't acquire until she's older. Oh, older-ish. Anyway. Huh? Whoops. Um, she demonstrates her power when one of her clanmates dies. Um, I believe it ends up being, I don't remember. Um, One of her clanmates dies. She's still a child, so she doesn't quite understand what's happening. And she goes up and she touches them, and they become visible to the rest of the clan. Um, yeah. Um, and she's recognized as one of StarClan's gifted. Um, oops. Do I don't like this? If I desaturate it a bit. If I saturate it a bit. I actually really like this color, so I'll go with it. Um, no one's here, but I'm still talking, so you know what? Long stream. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe not long stream. Well, let me keep talking. Oh, I forgot to change the color back. There we go. Anyway, Angel's recognized as one of StarClan's gifted. She's made a healer because all three of them are made healers. Um, she discovers, she finds on one of her first patrols, um, she finds a cat. Sorry. Um, she finds a cat, a ghost cat named Shadow Wish. And they become friends. Uh, and that will both positively and negatively affect Angel's entire life and thereafter. Um, so yeah, they become friends and they hang out and stuff. And Angel quickly learns how to keep ghosts. She learns how to keep Shadow Wish invisible to even her gifted friends. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing how maybe people don't actually care. This is a story I'm very invested in because I made it, but I don't know if other people are as invested in it as I am. So while I could ramble about my story forever and ever and ever, I don't know if anyone cares. Anyway, you know what? I will continue to ramble about my story because it is my story and I care, and this stream is for me. Um, so, um, sorry. Angel, let me just. I'm gonna end up telling the whole story if I don't shut myself up. So, anyway, things happen in the story, and Angel is happy as a healer, but then a sign is sent from StarClan, and it is decided that the sign essentially is interpreted as one of the chosen gifted uh, is not actually gifted or not actually part of the prophecy. So they believe Angel is that non-gifted, even though she's the strongest. It's decided that she is not one of the prophecy cats, and she kind of goes and she kind of spirals to the point where she's trying to get literally any StarClan cat to confirm that that is not the case. And StarClan, ever cryptic, says nothing. Um, and so it gets to the point where, since it was decided that she was not, she was not gifted. Oh, this is cute. Since it's decided that she is no longer considered one of the prophecy cats, she is kicked out of being um, a healer. And while she tries to work on She tries to become a warrior, but she gets easily frustrated when things don't go her way, and the only thing she seems to be good at is battle training, but she's half Maine Coon, so she's big. Um, so she's she's clearly not techniqued very well. She doesn't have a lot of technique, she just has a lot of power. Um, anyway, she eventually she keeps pleading to her mentor, or her former mentor, Honeybee, to just make her a healer again. She doesn't have to do any of the StarClan stuff. She'll be fine if she doesn't have to do any of the StarClan stuff. Just make her a healer again. And Honeybee, who has not really liked Angel at all since like knowing her and being her mentor, um, is like, no, no, that's not gonna happen. And something in Angel snaps. Something in Angel snaps. And the this is so stupid. Essentially, um, she and Shadow Wish, who's always there, um, are on the same wavelength, and they kind of merge, I guess. Um, essentially, Shadow Wish accidentally possesses Angel Wish, and they maybe possibly go on a murder spree. Um, throughout the clans. So I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this. These are fictional cats. They come from my mind. This is none of this is real. Disclaimer. Um, she goes throughout the clans. She claws. I'm trying to think of more appropriate ways of saying this. She gets Honeybee. She attacks the leader. She attacks her sister. She almost attacks her mother. Um, but she runs away. She goes through all three clans before she is eventually stopped. It's a literal like massacre, really. And eventually she makes it to Sun Clan after barreling through Moon Clan. Um, and Mossy Glow actually kind of stops her. Um, and the possession kind of wears off, but the anger stays, and um, Angel's still pissed. So she goes to attack. Is that ear too big? Whatever. I don't actually care. She goes to attack um Pale Whisper, the Sun Clan healer, and he is at the top of Sun Clan's like high ledge kind of thing. Um, it's a rocky slope up to like an outcropping and the leader's den because he's trying to help Swanstar with something. Um, so she climbs up the this rocky thing. Yeah, and Mossy follows her and accidentally knocks her off, and she is no more, which is part of the reason why Mossy is so just anxious and wired, and she's stressed out, and she's feeling feelings that she has long since learned to repress. And she doesn't quite know how to handle the situation she's been in. So she doesn't until it's too late. Anyway, yeah. Angel does not make it out of her own massacre. Um and so I don't know. She's gone. Sorry, I'm thinking about what I'm doing here. And after dying, she tries to go see Mossy Glow because they were in a relationship, but she's caught by Nettlepool, who is at this point living in SunClan, uh, with his mate, and he's like, no, 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 you are not going to go see Mossy, and he's like, she's stressed out, don't. And so Angel doesn't. Angel goes and does other things. She wanders around for about a year, um, until things go down and she decides that it's time to come out of hiding. But she pretends like she has, like, she pretends that no time has passed and that everything's fine. Um, I actually think, since, again, no one's really here, I think I am going to end stream for now, for today. Um, yeah. Um, if you're seeing this the day it's posted, check my DeviantArt. Um, and the last couple Adoptober things I've done should be up for sale. Um, and tomorrow we'll be back for day 8, which is Owl. Uh, yeah. See you later. Bye.